Yep, let's get ready to rumble. I hope I did a good uh copy of that imitation of that. All right, so yeah, good greetings to everyone. Assalamu ala manittaba al huda. So welcome to my first edition of Challenge Me. Yes, the point of this live stream, which I think I will conduct for the whole week. So this particular special live stream, this special series, will be how would I put it? Will be published every day from Monday to Friday for this week, because I want to test it out and see whether whether the non-Muslims are ready to rumble with me, the Muslim apologist. Yes, yeah. So this format is going to be a bit different from the open Q&A live stream that I usually do. Yes, first of all, I will not show my face. There will only be my voice. Yeah, there is a reason for that. It's because I want the camera to be focused on my opponent, whoever who dares to come on stage and challenge me. All right. So that's the whole point of this live stream. Challenge me and to ask the tough questions if you dare accept this invitation to come on stage, so to speak. And as usual, before I go ahead with the show, so to speak, this experimental show, cue in intro. Yes, and I guess I'm back. Yeah. So as I've mentioned in the earlier part of this stream, this is an experimental series which I will be conducting throughout this week. And if I think it's successful, then yeah, I will probably continue with it for the next week and the following week, and so on and so forth. Yeah, it'll probably not be every day because that is exclusive only for this week. But I will, depending on how the series goes, I will schedule it in tandem with that of my usual weekly live stream, the Q&A session, right? So okay, going back to the format of this particular series, this particular live stream, is going to be different from the usual Q&A live stream in that, first of all, I will not show my face. Okay, it will be like this. Okay, but my opponent or whoever who decides to go on stage, they must show their camera. They cannot hide their face behind the screen. They must have a webcam and they must show themselves in public, all right, in on this live stream, all right. So that's rule number one. Okay, rule number two, you can ask me anything you want, okay, regarding Islam, okay, and regarding Christianity. I will not ask you any questions, I will answer you. So that's the whole point of this particular series, right? Because you're supposed to challenge me with my beliefs about Islam. Like, for example, let's say, let me try and play the devil advocates here, all right? So maybe you want to ask me, what proof do you have which shows that the Quran is of divine origin? And I will answer you, okay? And I will answer you. And yeah, and that's rule number two. And rule number three, each participant or each anyone who dares to come on stage and challenge me, they're allocated at around um, I think about 5 minutes. Yeah, then and they can only ask one question. Okay, one question, or depending on the first question, if they feel that the first question is quite short, they can ask a subsequent question. But the total number of questions should be just one, because we want to accommodate more people to come on the live stream to challenge me. Yeah, to challenge me and my beliefs as a Muslim. So that is the whole point of this live stream. So okay, that's rule number three, right? And then there's rule number four. Okay, rule number four is that this live stream will only be open to non-Muslims. So I'm sorry, Muslims, but this show is meant for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me. So I don't think my brothers and sisters in Islam will want to challenge me on my beliefs, on our beliefs about Islam, right? It doesn't make any logical sense. So I would think that non-Muslims or Christians or Jews or atheists or Hindus or whatever religion or whatever persuasion that you are, apart from Islam, yes, I think you would want to come on stage and challenge me, right? So I think that's the 4 or 5 rules that I've set. And yeah, so yeah, you're welcome to click on the live stream link, the StreamYard link that I've shared above, and let the games begin. All right. So, oh yes, there's another rule, or I would say another caveat to this whole live stream. If let's say there's no one who wants to come on stage and no one shows any interest in wanting to challenge me, then I'll just give the live stream or the time of the live stream to last about 30 minutes from the last questioner or from the start of the series, depending on whether there were anyone who came on stage. And then I will just close the show, right? And yeah, so that's pretty much it. So basically, the timer starts now. Anyone who wants to come on stream, if you are non-Muslim, you're most welcome to join and challenge me, right? And if no one comes on stage after 30 minutes, then I will close the whole show. All right. So, and I'll just probably read the comments before closing everything. All right. So that is how this game goes. All right. So, if you want Casual Lads FC, if you want to ask any questions about Islam, please come on stage. Okay. Please don't ask your questions in the chat, because I'm not going to answer questions in the chat. I'm only going to answer questions for those who come on stage and challenge me. So that's the whole point of this live stream, right? So yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm waiting, all right? And there's about 10 minutes right now. Okay. Yeah, I mean the stream has already lasted for about 10 minutes. So you have about 20 minutes. There's about 20 minutes to go before I pretty much declare that no one has dared to meet this challenge, and I close the stream. Okay, for today, that is. So yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Okay, still waiting. Right, still waiting. Waiting one. Waiting two. Waiting three. Waiting four. Waiting five. Waiting six. Waiting seven. Waiting eight. Waiting nine. Waiting 10. Yeah. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. In the meantime, um, I think let's maybe share some of the comments uh by Muslims. Okay, because yeah, I need to kill some time before declaring uh everything to a close. All right. So I think brother Palestinian Stars is here. All right. Yeah, I'm not sure what this is. Is this hands in prayer? I'm not really sure, Aki. MENJ night streams. Yep. I'm actually experimenting with night streams to see whether it works for the channel, because I find that people just love live streams. Right now, currently, we actually have seven viewers, mashallah. Okay, so I think people actually like me doing live streams. Okay, so this, you could say, is something experimental that I'm working with, and I want to see how far I can push the channel, okay, with regards to live streaming. All right, so waiting. All right, okay, I'm not sure what you're waiting for, brother. Where are you, bro? I guess I'm here, right? Yeah, I'm sorry about the technical difficulties. I was supposed to play the clip with the music, with some music, and then there should be this commentator voice saying, "Let's ready to rumble," but I think that didn't quite turn out the way that I wanted it to. But it's all right, because yeah, I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me. All right, challenge me on my beliefs as a Muslim. Okay, I invite you, non-Muslims, to come on stage, whether you are a Jew, whether you are a Christian, whether you are an atheist, whether you are Hindu or a Buddhist or a Zoroastrian, whatever whatever religious position that you are, apart from Muslims, that is, you are most welcome to come on stage and challenge me. All right. So that's the whole point of this um, show. All right. Okay. Palestinian stars. How was work today? Basically, Aki, this is my work right now. I'm still looking for a job. Right. Casual lads, I noticed that you have written a lot of questions, but I'm not going to entertain them unless if you come on stage and challenge me, right? Because there's no point for you writing comments or writing your questions in the comment sections, and it does not bring benefit to anyone else, because and it actually defeats the purpose of this live stream, right? So please do come on stage and challenge me, all right? Okay. Yeah, Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, let me see now. Um, well, if they want to smash me again, they are most welcome to come on this stream and challenge me. All right, because if they don't dare to come on this channel or on this live stream, then I don't see the point of you pushing their names, because that would just mean they are just pussies like everyone else who doesn't want to come on this live stream. All right. I mean, hiding behind the comment section and pretending as though you're not a real person is one thing, right? But if you don't dare to come on stage and challenge me, and I'm opening this challenge to every non-Muslim out there, there's actually no point at all. Okay, so I'm challenging every single non-Muslim to come on my live stream and challenge me, like the title says. All right. So that's the whole point, man. Otherwise, what's the point of me doing this live stream and writing the title "Challenge Me"? Okay. So yeah. So that's the whole point. Again, this is the whole point. Okay. Saifu, challengers, get into the ring and MENJ will be nice. Yeah, don't worry, I won't bite. Okay, I won't bite. You're most welcome to join. I won't, I won't be nasty to you. I'm here to answer your challenge to me as a Muslim. You can ask anything you want, okay? But you're only allowed to ask one question, okay? And you're allocated 5 minutes to ask your question, and I will answer your question, inshallah. Right? And if you have a subsequent question, then you have to wait for the next round. Okay, which should be tomorrow. Okay, it should be tomorrow. And yeah, there's about 11 viewers right now. Wow, all right. I think this is actually doing pretty well, apart from the fact that no one dares to come on stage. I just don't know why. I mean, if you want to challenge me and my beliefs, why not take the opportunity to come on stage and challenge me? All right. So, I mean, if you are too much of a pussy to do this, you can't blame me, because I've already extended the invitation for you to challenge me and my beliefs about Islam. All right. So I'm opening the doorway for you to come on stage and challenge me. Okay, I can't stress this enough, right? So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. It has been 16 minutes. All right, it has been 16 minutes since I started the live stream. Okay, so I guess you guys, you non-Muslims, have about another 17 minutes now. So I guess you guys have about another I guess 14 minutes left, 13 minutes left before I end the stream. Okay, yeah, about 13 minutes left. Okay, so yeah, um please come on stage and challenge me. Okay, I see someone here by the name of Tom. Tom, can you please open your camera, because I would prefer if my challenger switches on his camera and asks me his or her question, right? If you don't have a camera, let me know in the private chat, okay? But if you do have a camera, I do encourage you to, yeah, open your camera, right? Switch on your camera, right? Okay, I'm giving Tom the chance to switch on his camera. Okay, if and yeah, so I'm just waiting for that. Yes, Alika, I can see that you are uh in the chat. So if you dare, or if you have the balls, please come on stage and challenge me. All right, challenge me. All right, you can challenge me about Islam, anything you want, and you're given 5 minutes to ask one question, and I will answer your question. All right. So that's the whole point of this show. Okay. And of course, one of the rules of this show is that I will not be showing my face. I will not be switching on my camera because I want to see my opponent. Okay. I want the highlight of the show to be on my opponent, because if I were to switch on my camera, then the highlight will be on me, on my beautiful face, on my handsome face. And I don't want that attention to be on my face. I want the attention to be on my opponent, the one who is willing enough to come on stage and challenge me. All right. So okay. Tom, please confirm whether you have a camera or not. All right. Okay. Since you say that you don't have a camera, I'm going to bring Tom online first. All right. There's someone here called Apple's Fan Channel. You can please wait in the backstage. I'm going to bring Tom um on my live stream. All right. So yeah, head to Tom.
How's it going, man?
Yes, it's good. I'm good. I'm very good. How are you today?
I'm very good too. Thank you for
All right.
asking.
Yeah. So, where are you from? And may I know what your religious persuasion is, or whether you have any religion in the first place?
Australian Christian.
Oh, okay. That's very interesting. So, are you Catholic, Protestant, or any particular
Yes,
denomination?
Catholic, but I'm not too religious. Like I'm,
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
you
That's
know,
all right.
I don't
Okay.
I don't read the
Yeah.
Bible every day.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. So anyway, the point of this live stream is for you to challenge me by asking one question about Islam, and you are given 5 minutes. Sorry, both of us actually are given 5 minutes, and I will answer the question within 5 minutes. All right. So yeah,
Okay.
do you have your question ready? So go ahead.
Yeah. So who was the Prophet Muhammad?
Can you specify on what you mean by that exactly? Are you
Like
looking for details
like
of his
what was his
biography, or?
miracles? Like why was he sent by God? What was his mission on earth? You know,
All right. Okay.
what his
All right. Fair
purpose
enough.
was.
Fair enough, fair enough. Okay, it's a very good question. All right, thank you for asking the question, Tom. So, I'm going to start by reciting a short prayer. Bismillah, walhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya wal mursalin, wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli, amma ba'. So, okay, to answer your question
Can you translate
regarding
what
who
you
was
just
the
said in English also?
Oh, basically, what I was saying is that all praise be due to the one true God of Abraham and his last messenger, Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. It means peace and blessings be upon him. And I recited a short prayer from what we believe to be the prayer of Moses in the Quran when he faced the Pharaoh, Fir'aun, basically to
Oh, okay.
widen his chest, meaning to increase his knowledge and to make his tongue fluent while facing Pharaoh. So that's the general meaning of Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. So this is a prayer for Moses in the Quran. Okay. So yeah. So do you want me to answer your question?
Yes, please.
All right. So basically, we believe that the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he was an Arab man who was born in around 625 CE. All right. So he's from the lineage of Ishmael, okay, the son of Abraham. And we believe that prior to the coming of the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, um, the Kaaba was built by Abraham and Ishmael, and throughout the ages, the Arabs were following the religion of Ishmael, but they corrupted this religion of Ishmael, the true religion of Abraham, and perverted it. So
Which was
around the
what?
time
It
of
was Judaism?
which was
Was
it was the primordial there's no real name to it. It's basically just the religion of Abraham, meaning the worship. It's a monotheistic religion to the worship of the one true God. Okay,
Okay.
so yeah, so but throughout the ages, the Arabs corrupted it and turned it into a pagan religion. Okay, so around the birth of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, okay, um, there was there was a major attack on the Kaaba. Okay, but then the Quran mentions that that the Kaaba was miraculously saved by God. Okay, and then the Prophet was born, right? And then and then he grew up to become a trader. Okay, he was an illiterate man. He was neither learned nor was he able to read or write. And around 23 years old, he married his first wife, Hadija, radhiyallahu anha. Okay, radhiyallahu anha means may God have mercy upon her, by the way. And then when the Prophet reached 40 years old, he received his first revelation while he was
Why should
while he
God have
was
mercy on her? What did she do that was so wrong?
we say this to all our personalities in Islam. So anyone will have this title. Okay, you could say that this is an appellation. It's a benediction of respect for our most respected figures in Islam. Okay, so
Okay.
when the Prophet was 40 years old, okay, can I continue if it's okay with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, okay. So when the Prophet was 40 years old, he received his first revelation while he was in meditation in a cave. The cave was called at Mount Hira, by the way. The name of the mountain is Hira. So in one of these caves in the mountain, he received his first revelation. Okay, and then when the Prophet received this revelation, he was told to preach the message to his nearest friends and companions. And among the first reverts, the first converts was Hadijah, his cousin Ali, his best friend Abu Bakr, Uthman, and several other figures. Okay, so for the first 10 years of for the first 5 years of the Prophet's mission in Mecca, he was not told to spread the message of what we now know as Islam to anyone else. And then in the 5th year, God instructed him to spread the message to everyone else, meaning to the rest of the residents of Mecca. And when the Prophet started to preach this message, he was bullied, he was attacked, he was harassed, he was insulted, he was discredited. There were attempts to discredit him and so on. Right. So the Prophet endured these issues, these challenges for the rest of the 5 years. So in total, there was 10 years of his mission in Mecca. Okay, and then in the 10th year, I'm cutting a lot of the story short, by the way.
Oh no, that's
But
all right. That's right.
yeah, all right. Okay, I'm just telling you the important points. Okay, so
Yep.
in the 10th year of his mission, Hadijah died. Hadijah passed away, and his favorite uncle Abu Talib passed away. Okay, Abu Talib never did embrace Islam. He remained a pagan throughout his life, right until the end. Even though Abu Talib was his only uncle who supported the mission of the Prophet. Okay, but unfortunately, both of
Is
them
there a
died,
specific reason
and
as to why he didn't become
just
Muslim?
all he didn't want the Quraysh to the pagan Quraysh to accuse him of I would say that is more due to pride than anything else, because he knew that what his nephew was preaching is the truth, but it's just that he had
It
some
was
pride
because
in
his
him.
nephew, so he didn't
Yes,
want to like.
yeah, exactly,
Okay.
because the Prophet was his nephew, so he didn't want people to accuse him of reverting to Islam simply
Yeah, yeah.
because the
I
Prophet was his
understand.
nephew. You understand, right? So that is
Yeah.
why he remained pagan throughout his life, right until his death. Okay, and then the Prophet went on his. So because of this, the Prophet was in sorrow, but then another miracle happened. He went through an incident, a miracle called the night journey. So he was taken from Mecca to Al-Aqsa, or to Jerusalem today. Which we now know as Jerusalem today. And from Jerusalem, the Temple Mount, he was taken up to the heavens and back in one night. Okay, and and a lot of the pagan makers, when he told this experience to the rest of the people of his people, the pagans ridiculed him, but his companions believed him, and yeah, and the challenges grew even further because of this miracle, more people became Muslims. Okay, and
Okay. Um,
he had to,
I
and
kind of want to go on to a different note real quick, because you touched on like Ishmael and that type of stuff
all
recently.
right,
I had a
okay,
question,
all
and I
right,
don't want to get sidetracked from that question. Um,
all right, okay.
the
So
question was, where did the
yeah,
Arabs originate from?
the Arabs are two kinds. Okay, first of all, there are the what we refer to as the native Arabs. The native Arabs are from Yemen. Okay, and the second kind are the northern Arabs. The northern Arabs are those who migrated from the north, from the Levant. Okay, so these peoples are Arabized. Okay, so that's where
Okay,
there's
so was
so there's two
Ishmael
types of Arabs.
Arabized?
Yes, he's considered to be the the Arabized version. Okay, the Arabized Arab. Okay, he's not considered to
Does
be
that
the
make
native
the
Arab.
Prophet
Yeah.
Muhammad an Arabized Arab?
I would say that it just makes Ishmael an Arabized Arab, but the Prophet himself would have been pretty much an Arab by then. Okay, because
But
this
he
happened
descends from
generations
Ishmael,
prior,
right?
right? Yes,
But
he
he
descends from
descends from
Ishmael.
Ishmael.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
So
But
he
that doesn't make him Arabized, because it was only his forefather who was Arabized. You understand?
Okay. So you're saying he
Yeah.
blended in with the original Arabs at some stage?
Pretty exactly.
Well,
Yes, that's what I meant. Yes, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, 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 yeah.
okay.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I can
Mm.
understand that.
All right. Yeah. I actually haven't finished my story, but do you want to ask anything else?
Yeah. Sorry, I just had to ask that question.
All right. So anyway, I'm going to cut a lot I don't think I can cover this in 5 minutes, but I'm going to cut
It's
a
all right.
little
It's all right.
a lot of things. All right. So in the 10th year he was there was in the 10th year there was an attempt to kill him. So the prophet migrated to Medina, where he was welcomed by the peoples of Medina, and there he established the first Muslim state. Okay, the city. Oh, by the way, Medina was previously known as Yathrib, but when the prophet migrated to Yathrib, the name was changed to Madinah to Nabi. Okay, the city of the prophet, which we now refer to as Medina. Okay, the city, right? So
Medina
then
was that the Jewish city?
that was the city where there were a lot of Jews. So at first the Jews were welcoming to him, but then as the message became clearer, the Jews were upset with the prophet because they felt that the prophet was trying to encroach on their political influence and power. So
Yeah.
they opposed him. Okay, so I'm
See,
cutting a lot of
see,
the story.
I'm
I'm cutting
Jewish,
a lot of
and
the story. Yes, I'm
I,
cutting a lot of the
I
story short. By the way,
I'm
yeah.
Jewish, and we never got
All right.
told about, um, any, we didn't get told that we threatened the livelihood of the people in Medina. So
Okay.
I've never heard that before, you know?
Yeah, but there were Jews in Medina. They were aware that someone from among them, they thought that there would be someone among them would appear as the last prophet in Medina, but they did not expect that the last prophet would be an Arab. Okay, so if you read the history, you will find that many of the Jews of Medina, they actually ridiculed the prophet for this. They said, why would an Arab be the last prophet sent by God? Okay, so to cut a very long story short, there were many wars between the Muslims in Medina and the pagan Arabs in Mecca, and then it reached to a point where the Muslims became stronger, and more people reverted to Islam, and the pagans realized that there was no point continuing any dispute with the prophet, so they decided to sue for peace. Okay, decided to sue for peace, and this happened when the prophet. I think this was during the 5th year or the 6th year when he was in Medina. He had a dream of wanting to go on a pilgrimage to Mecca. So he gathered his men and the Muslims, and they marched from from Medina to Mecca unarmed.
I thought he did that because he was being persecuted.
No, this was way after that. This was way after
Okay.
this. Okay, so this was when the Muslims were getting stronger politically, and there were many wars between the pagan Arabs and the Muslims in Medina. All right. So the Prophet one day had a dream. He then he shared that his desire to perform the Hajj to Mecca, and the Muslims gathered and they marched to Mecca unarmed, by the way. But the pagan Arabs thought that the Prophet wanted to, had other intentions, even though they saw that the Prophet was unarmed, and so they stopped the Prophet. They sent an emissary to this group of Muslims who was led by the Prophet, and the Prophet sent Uthman, okay, one of his closest companions, to negotiate with the pagan Arabs to allow them to enter the city. But then Uthman did not return. So there were rumors that Uthman may have been killed. And the Muslims were upset and they made an oath, okay, under a tree called Baitul Ridwan, okay. And to cut a very long story short, the pagan Arabs were actually did not do anything to Uthman. But when they saw the determination of the Muslims, they were afraid and decided to sue for peace. And was when the Treaty of Hudaybiyah was made. Okay, this was in the 5th or the 6th year of the Prophet being in Medina, and this was in total. This was, I think, the 16th year of the prophethood of Muhammad. Okay, the 16th year. So again, to cut a very long story short, there was a period of peace between the 16th year and towards the end of the life of the Prophet. So during this time, the Prophet sent a lot of emissaries and diplomats and callers to Islam to many places, to Yemen, to Rome, to Nigeria. Sorry, not Nigeria. To Abyssinia and so many other places. To Oman,
I thought it
and
was done by
some.
conquest, though. I thought it like the spread of Islam was done
No,
through conquest.
that that is later. That is later. I'm talking about the prophets during the time of the prophet. Okay, right. Yeah. So the conquesting is not part of the story yet. Okay. So yeah. So the prophet sent emissaries, and there were tribes who accepted Islam. There were tribes who rejected Islam, um, and so on and so forth. And then in the I think the second last year of the prophethood of or the third last year of the prophethood of Muhammad, the pagan Arabs broke the treaty by attacking a tribe who was aligned with the prophet. So the prophet decided to gather his men, and 10,000 Muslims marched with the prophet towards Mecca and liberated the city, and Mecca became Muslim. It became under Muslim rule. Okay, so once this happened, Islam started to spread throughout the peninsula. I'm cutting the story a lot, right? So the Islam started to spread very widely towards in the peninsula, and Islam became the dominant religion. And then the Prophet passed away in the last year of his prophethood. Yeah, so that ends my story. Yeah.
Yeah, but you made it seem very peaceful. I can't imagine it being that peaceful. I'm sure there was a lot of bad
That
things the
I
Muslims have done.
did mention that there were wars between the pagan Arabs and the Muslims, and there were wars between the Muslims and the Jews of Medina who betrayed the treaty as well. But I'm cutting a lot of the story short. So yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, in Islam, it says you gotta stone the gay people, and you gotta like dehumanize people, and you gotta take slaves. It's just not right, you know. Like we can't
Can
just
you show
forget
me?
about
Can you
all
show
these
me? Can
things.
you show me? Can you show me a verse in the Quran or any particular hadith which says that Muslims must stone gay people? Because I've not come across any.
I seen in Bukhari it says the adult someone that commits adultery needs to
That's
be
adultery.
stoned.
That's adultery, not gay, not homosexuality. That's adultery. That's a different thing.
But you can look at the stories in the Quran about gay people and like people that have committed sexual acts. Even in the Bible,
there's no particular punishment for gay people in the Quran. Okay, but there is the story of Lot. So we are told the story of Lot, where his people
yeah,
committed
God
homosexual
wiped
acts
out a
and they were punished
whole
for it.
town.
Yeah.
God
Yes.
wiped
Exactly.
out a
Exactly.
whole
So
town just because they were
yep.
gay.
Yep.
Do you
Exactly.
think
Because
that's
they were
ethically and morally correct?
because that was an act that is forbidden by God. Okay, it's against the natural human behavior, and it's against it's basically against natural law. Okay, would you think it is
So,
okay to have for everyone to have homosexual relations and causing the end of the human race because you can't procreate with homosexuality? Okay,
yeah, well, I'm homosexual myself, so I take offense to that.
well, there is a difference from having homosexual tendencies and acting on it. All right, so if you are homosexual but you don't act on it, that's absolutely fine. Okay, because you can't help it because this is how you feel, how you think. But if you act on it, then well, that's a different story altogether.
So, are you against the LGBTQ community?
I'm against the act done by the LGBTQ, but I'm not against them having these tendencies. I understand that as humans, we will have such emotions, and I sympathize with them because this is the challenge that they have to face.
But it's not a challenge, it's how we were born. We were born this way. You can't just impose your religion on us just because you believe in it. That's what it is. It's a belief, right?
Well, I personally do not believe that. I don't believe that anyone is born with gay tendencies. Okay, I believe that one who has gay tendencies or homosexual tendencies, they are
Oh, well, I can tell you
socialized into it,
differently
conditioned into it.
because my
Yeah.
whole life I've had some tendencies. Okay, so it's not something that I adopted.
Well, if you have that tendencies, that's a different story. But if you don't act on it, I'm totally okay with it. That's pretty much my position. Yeah.
So, but it doesn't answer the ethics and moral question. You know what I mean? You got to put religion aside for a second, man. I know you're religious. Look, I'm studying about Islam. I opened up Quran, and I read a couple passages. Okay, I watched some videos here and
All
there.
right. All right.
TikTok.
All right. Okay.
You know what I mean? And there's a difference between religion and ethics and morals. Every humans, they have like the default ethics and morals. Like you shouldn't kill, you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't
Of
discriminate
course.
against gay people.
I don't know where that came from. Okay. But I don't discriminate against gay people. I understand that there are people who have these tendencies, and I don't blame them for it. I'm not going to go around and stone people just because they have gay tendencies. Okay.
Does it say anywhere in your book to stone people? Maybe.
No, no, it does not.
So where does all
There's
this
nothing.
come from? It can't just come from one story in the Quran, where it says God wiped out a
It
whole
came from the
city.
it came from the story of Lot. It came from the story of Lot, and we have the hadiths where the Prophet himself said that anyone who acts on the tendency on homosexual tendencies are pretty much rejected by God. Okay, so that's the whole point.
Okay, but I swear I've seen gay imams in Sydney, Sydney, Australia, and it's becoming normalized. Like it's a normal thing now.
Yeah, and I don't agree with it. I
Muslims
don't.
just gotta accept it.
I don't agree with normalization of LGBT. And thank God in Malaysia we don't accept this. Yeah, I understand that in the West this is happening right now. Yeah.
Well, in Israel, we do accept gay people in Israel, and Israel, any religion can come to our Jewish land and practice
Well,
freely.
if you want me to talk about Israel, I think it's going to take a lot longer than 5 minutes. Okay, I can rant all day about Israel, but to me, Israel is a godless state, even though they claim to be based on the Torah. Okay, so yeah, I mean that's why you
N-
see this kind of things happening in Israel. Okay,
That's just pure anti-Semitism. That's just pure anti-Semitism.
I'm just
You
criticizing.
can't.
I'm criticizing the ideology of the Zionist state. Okay, because to me, the Zionism that Israel espouses has nothing whatsoever to do with God.
In Israel, we give full rights to everyone. We don't discriminate against religion. You know, we don't. We have Muslims. 50% of Israeli doctors are Arab. They're Arabian. You know.
Yes, but I think if you were to ask the Israeli Arabs or the Palestinians in Israel what they think about the situation, I think you're going to get a different answer. In fact, I would suggest that you go to this channel. There's this Jew, this American Jew who goes on the streets of Jerusalem, who goes on the streets of the West Bank in Tel Aviv. He interviews people on the streets and asks them about certain Israeli-Palestinian issues. The name of the channel is Corey Gill Shuster. You can actually look it up on YouTube, and you can just play a video and just look at how Palestinians or how Israeli Arabs react or answer to certain questions asked about their situation.
I've already seen some of his videos.
Good for
That
you.
guy,
Okay.
look, I don't support what he does because it doesn't it doesn't benefit anyone to make these kind of videos. It's like publicizing um hate, basically, on both sides.
Well,
You know
I
what I
I
mean?
think it has actually been beneficial, very beneficial to me because he's getting honest opinions from people on the street. So it's not government propaganda. It's not something which does not reflect the will of the people. Okay.
Yeah, but no one needs these videos. Like, we know that there's Palestinian terrorists, and we need to defend Israel for as long as we can, and like, by any means. If we have to bomb Gaza to save Israeli citizens,
So you
we will
feel that
do
is
so.
so you think that it's moral to bomb Gaza when there are civilians, there are children, there are women,
You shouldn't
just
you
in the
shouldn't
name
be
of
using
protecting your
them as
state?
human shields.
That is a propaganda by the Israeli government because I don't think any Palestinian would want to use their own families as human shields. Okay, I don't believe for a second
Hamas,
that
no,
Palestinians
no, it's not the
use
families, it's
their own people.
Hamas. Hamas is building
Not
rockets.
everyone supports Hamas. Not everyone supports Hamas. I mean, this is a
Yeah,
propaganda
but
by the Israeli
Hamas is
government.
still putting the rockets underneath their houses. They don't care if they support them. They just put the
Okay,
rockets
all
under
right.
their houses.
Okay, that's your
You know?
opinion. Anyway, I think this conversation has veneered a bit. I'm sorry, but
No worries, but
I
it's
think
not good to be
yeah,
anti-Semitic, man. And
yeah. I
God
mean,
bless Israel and the only Jewish state in the Middle East.
sure. I think you can. I think it will be good if you can join my open live stream where we can actually have a discussion on this. But like I said, this session is actually meant for people like yourself, non-Muslims, to ask questions about Islam. Okay.
All right, no worries, man.
All right. Okay. I hope I answered your question. By the way, thank you very much, Tom. Okay. So yeah, I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come online and challenge me. All right. So, brother Aladdin, I see that you're on the backstage, but Aki, this is a show meant for non-Muslims. Aki, I'm sorry. So, the reason why I'm having this live stream is for non-Muslims to come on stage and to challenge me and to ask questions about Islam. Okay, Aki. So, if you want to join my live stream, inshallah, you can do that in my Q&A session, inshallah, my open Q&A session. All right. So, I hope you understand, Aki. All right. Yeah. So I'm just waiting for any non-Muslim to come online and basically ask your question or ask your questions about Islam. All right. I can see that Brian is here. He's in the chat. So why don't you come on stage and challenge me, Brian? All right, Alika, you know if you're that brave to be commenting in the chat, then you should be coming here on stage and challenge me about Islam. All right. Please don't hide behind your comments. Okay. Behind the comment section. All right. So yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me. All right. So yeah. Yes, Aki, I understand. Brother Aladdin has just pointed out that the issue of Palestine shouldn't be brought up. But yeah, I mean, that is why I stopped Tom from going any further. All right. So yeah. Anyway, if you want to talk about Palestine and about Israel, yeah, you're free to do so, but not here, all right? Because this session is about Islam, and I want non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me, all right? To challenge me about Islam and to ask your question. You are allowed one question and 5 minutes, okay? I will answer the question in 5 minutes, inshallah, right? So, by the way, right now we have about 15 viewers, mashallah. That's very good. That's very good, mashallah, right? So I'm still waiting for someone for thank you by the way, Tom, for joining me just now. At least Tom was brave enough to come on stage and challenge me. So I'm hoping that his counterparts will follow suit and challenge me about Islam. All right. So yeah, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm waiting one, I'm waiting two, I'm waiting three. All right. So yeah, please try to keep the issue of Palestine out of the chat, please, because this is not about geopolitics. Okay, if you want to talk about geopolitics, this is not the session for it now. Okay, please don't please don't talk about Palestine, please talk about Islam. I want you to come, I want any non-Muslim to come on stage and challenge me. All right, so there's 30 minutes from the time Tom left. Okay, the clock has started. So each time a non-Muslim comes on stage, the clock is reset, and once the opponent leaves, the timer is set to 30 minutes. All right. So if there's no one else who comes on stage after the 30 minutes, then I will declare the live stream closed. Okay. So this is how the live stream is about. Okay. So the point of this live stream is for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me. Do I need to repeat myself? All right. So please come on stage. The link is actually in the chat above. I've already pinned it. Just click on the link. You can use your browser to access StreamYard. Please try to open your camera if you can. But I think since this is our very first session, I will give some leeway for today, and I will allow you to, not switch on your cameras. But please do click on the link and come on stage and challenge me. Ask your question about Islam. All right. So right now we are already at the 50-minute mark. So the clock has been set for 30 minutes. If after 30 minutes there are no one else who comes on stage, I will declare this live stream closed. Okay. So just click on the link above, and yeah. Muslims, brothers and sisters in Islam, please allow our non-Muslim friends to come on stage and challenge me. All right. I will prefer it if Muslims just become spectators for now. Okay. So I want non-Muslims to come on stage, to come online and challenge me with their questions. Okay, about Islam. All right. So yeah, this is the whole point of this live stream. Okay. Please come here, please come on stage and challenge me about Islam. Please try to stick to Islamic topics, please do not try to talk about anything else. I want us to stay focused. Okay, I want us to stay focused, and so that the purpose of this stream is met. Okay. um Really sorry if I have disappointed anyone, but this is the rules. All right. So the rule is simple. Click on the live stream. If click on the live stream link, okay, the StreamYard link at the top. If you are non-Muslim, you're most welcome to come on stage and challenge me and ask your question about Islam. Okay, only about Islam, please. Please don't try to veneer away from the topic. Okay, I may have made slip a mistake in allowing Tom earlier to ask something which is not related to Islam, but I'm going to correct that mistake from now on. Okay, so please come on stage and challenge me about Islam only, please. Islam only. Okay, I think we have someone here. All right. Hello there. Hello, Apus Fan Channel. Are you there? I can't hear you. Sorry, I can't hear you. I can only hear loud noises at your end, but there's no voice coming out. Okay, so can you fix your mic? Because if not, then I will have to put you on backstage while you fix your issue. All right, issue with the mic. All right.
Lol.
Yes. Can you hear me? Hello. Okay, I don't think this guy is serious at all. I'm just going to put him on the backstage. All right. So until you sort your mic issues, I won't be bringing you on stage. Right. So yeah. So please come on stage. If you have a serious question that you want to ask about Islam, please come on stage and challenge me. Right. The clock is ticking because there's about 27 minutes away before I declare the stream to be closed. Okay. So this is meant for non-Muslims. Okay. Non-Muslims, you're most welcome to come on stage. The link is at the top of the chat. Please click the link. You can join the live stream, and yeah, and you can ask your question and challenge me about Islam. Okay, that's the whole point. All right. Okay. So please do come online. I'm still waiting. Okay, I'm still waiting. 54 minutes right now. So there's about 26 minutes left, I would assume. Yeah, I would presume 26 minutes left. Okay. So yeah, the clock is ticking. All right. I'm still waiting for non-Muslims brave enough to come on stage and challenge me. All right. Anyone can come. Okay. But please be respectful, and please try to not veneer away or to sidetrack from the main topic, which is basically about Islam. All right. Please ask your question about Islam only, and please don't try to bring geopolitics into this. Okay. This is only about Islam. All right. So yeah. Okay. All right. So yeah, please come on stage, and yeah, please come on stage. And I'm still waiting for anyone who wants to come on stage and challenge me, so to speak. All right. Let me see now. Brian, I think you asked about StreamYard. You can just click on the link, and you'll be brought to the browser page that will redirect you to StreamYard. Okay, you don't need to have an account. Okay, anyone can join StreamYard. All right. You don't have to log in or anything. All right. So yeah, I'm still waiting for anyone who dares to come online and challenge me, so to speak, about Islam. Ask your question. You're given 5 minutes to ask your question, and I will answer it. And inshallah, that should be it. All right. So I'm still waiting for anyone to come on stage, and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm still waiting. Okay. Yeah. Shout out to Tom. Thank you very much, Tom. An Australian Christian who decided to come on earlier. Okay. Thank you very much uh for the question. Anyway, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Okay. All right. Let me see now. There's a lot of comments in the chat. All right, but no one dares to come on stage. No one dares to come on stage. I can see a lot of Muslims on stage as well, but yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, Muslim brothers and sisters. This program is meant for non-Muslims. All right, please come on stage. Please come on stage. If you are a non-Muslim, you're most welcome, and ask your question and challenge me. All right, challenge me about Islam, whatever you think that would that would bother me a lot. Yeah, go ahead, ask your question away about Islam. All right. So I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me about Islam and challenge me with their question about Islam. Okay. Okay, I think my throat is a bit dry at the moment, so I'm going to run out for a while. I'm going to be AFK for a few minutes while I grab a tin of Coca-Cola. All right. So don't mind me, while I get my cola, please do wait a while. I'll be back shortly. All right. All right, I'm back. All right, sorry for the short silence, the short radio silence, but I'm back and I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me about Islam. Ask your question about Islam. I'm giving the opportunity for any non-Muslim to come on stage and ask me that silver bullet question about Islam. And yeah, and you are given 5 minutes to ask that question, and I will answer. All right. So please come on stage. Please come on stage. You are most welcome to do so. Muslims, please give our non-Muslim friends the opportunity to come on stage. Okay. I hope that you can understand. I don't want you to be disappointed, but this is the format of the show. All right. So I'm waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage. Okay, give me a moment while I take a swig at my nice Coca-Cola. All right. I think my throat has been wetted a bit. Okay, because I've been speaking for the past hour non-stop. And yeah, the break was much needed. I think my voice has gone hoarse a bit. Okay. Yeah, there's about 20 minutes left, roughly about 20 minutes left before I declare the show closed. Okay. So non-Muslims, please come on stage and ask your question to challenge me. All right, to challenge me. All right, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting one. I'm still waiting two. I'm still waiting three. Okay. Skyworks, please come on stage because I'm not going to answer your questions in the chat. I'm not going to answer anyone's question, any non-Muslims questions in the chat, because the point of this show is for you non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam, please. All right, please respect the format of the show, how the show uh, was intended to be run, and yeah, please do come on stage. I respectfully welcome you to the stage and yeah, challenge me with your question about Islam. All right, and please try to keep to the topic about Islam, and please don't ask about anyone else or anything else. All right, it has to be about Islam, and please don't ask me to comment about any individual either. Okay, because that has nothing whatsoever to do with Islam. Okay, the topic of today is Islam, so please ask your questions about Islam and challenge me. All right, so that's the whole point. Okay. If you think Islam has a flaw, if you think Islam is problematic, if you think the Prophet was a deviant, um, someone who is a lecher, someone who has loose morals, then come on stage and challenge me with your question about Islam. Because this is the whole point of the show, all right? For you to come on stage and challenge me about Islam. I want you to come on stage and challenge me and ask me your question about Islam, all right? That's the whole point of the show. Otherwise, why would I want to do this live stream? There won't be any point for me to do this live stream, right? And yeah, the format is such that anyone who comes on stage is given 5 minutes to ask their question. They are allowed one question, and I will answer the question within 5 minutes, or maybe a bit more if if time allows and if there's no one else in the queue, right? And please stick to questions to only about Islam, and please do not divert from the topic, okay? And please don't ask anything personal or anything which has no real relation at all to Islam, all right? Because I'm looking for those who are willing to come on stage and challenge me about Islam, all right? Please come on stage. Please come on stage. You are most welcome to do so. Okay, I'm still waiting for you to come on stage. Non-Muslims, you're most welcome to come on stage. And yeah, I'm still waiting for anyone who's willing to come on stage. I mean, earlier, Tom from Australia has come on stage, and you saw how I treated him. The conversation, the question was asked, and I answered the question, right? So there was no hostility from both sides, and yeah, I kept the tone civil, and I veneered. I tried my best to veneer the conversation, the question to a more related topic, right? So I want to keep it that way. I thank you, Tom, for coming on earlier, and I hope that non-Muslims who subsequently join this live stream, this stage, would follow the nice behavior of Tom and behave with civility and respect. You can ask your question about Islam. It doesn't matter what the question is, as long as it's related to Islam, and challenge me about Islam. All right. So yeah. Oh dear, my throat is a bit hoarse right now. Please give me a moment while I take a swig at this. Mm. Right now we have 17 viewers, mashallah. I think this is like one of the highest numbers of people watching my live stream right now. Okay, it's higher than even my previous live streams. Okay, so that's very good. I think we can actually continue this show tomorrow, inshallah. Okay, I think even though there was only one questioner who came onto the live stream, I don't know why no one else, you know, are willing to join. But there has been one questioner so far. So anyway, I do invite non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me about Islam. Ask your questions about Islam. Sorry, one question about Islam. You are given 5 minutes to ask this question, and I will answer it, inshallah. Right, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Three. I'm still waiting. Two. I'm still waiting. One. And there's still nobody here. I don't know why nobody's willing to come on stage. I can see a lot of questions being posted on in the comments. Yeah, in the comment section. But why is no one coming on stage? I don't get it. I mean, Tom was brave enough to come online. You saw how I treated him with civility. So I will treat everyone the same way. Okay, even though you are non-Muslim, I will treat you the same way as a human being. Okay, we as Muslims are taught to respect and cherish each other as human beings. So I don't see what is the issue with non-Muslims coming on my platform, on stage, on the live, and challenge me about Islam. Go ahead, please come on stage. Please don't name drop anyone else who may or may not be here right now watching this live stream. If you have the honesty, the desire to ask a question about Islam, please come on stage and challenge me. All right, please do so. Okay, don't name drop someone who may or may not have a face, or someone who is anonymous, someone who hides behind a screen and yet does not dare to come on stage and challenge me. All right, so let's keep the name dropping out, folks. So I just want honest, sincere non-Muslims, or non-Muslims who think that they have something to grind against Islam, that one silver bullet question which they think no Muslim could answer. So they are most welcome to come on stage and challenge me. Okay, so that's the name of the format of this show. It's called Challenge Me for a reason. All right. So if you want to challenge me, you are most welcome to come on stage and ask your silver bullet question to challenge me about Islam. Okay, please, please do come on stage. All right. Let me take a swig at this again, because I mean, it's just 5 minutes, folks. You just come online, ask your question, and I answer it within 5 minutes, and then you can go off and and go to bed or go to work. Okay, depending on your time zone. All right. Right now in Malaysia is 12:20 a.m. midnight. All right. So I would presume that in the United States it's about I think it would be around noon, right? About 12:20 p.m. I think depending on your time zone, I guess. Okay. But yeah, I'm going to give some leeway for those who want to come on stage. I will allow you to not switch on your camera. Okay. I originally I thought, I would want my opponent to switch on the camera, but it seems that this puts some people off. So I've decided to change the rules a bit. You are most welcome to come on stage while switching off your camera, but you must come on stage and challenge me with your single question about Islam. Okay. So yeah, so that's the whole point of this show. Like I said, this whole live stream is about non-Muslims, our nice, friendly neighborhood non-Muslims who want to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam. Just one question, please, because we don't want to take up too much time. So yeah, so I'm still waiting for anyone who's willing to come on stage and challenge me about Islam. Just ask your single magic bullet question, please. You're most welcome to do so. All right. So it's already 1 hour and 9 minutes. I would say there's around 21 minutes left. Yeah, around 21 minutes left. Yeah, 21 minutes left. Yeah, that's right. 21 minutes left before I close the live stream. Okay. Yeah. So there's no reason for you to be afraid. I'm not going to bite you. All right. I'm not someone who's going to go across the screen and bite you like Freddy Krueger. Okay. I'm not Freddy Krueger. Okay. So yeah. So you're most welcome to come on stage and come on stage and you can switch off your camera. All I request is that you come on stage prepared with your question and challenge me about Islam. And please stick to the topic. The topic is about Islam. All right. So yeah. So this is the whole point, okay, of this show, of this live stream. Okay. So I've created this live stream exclusively for non-Muslims because I have this weekly show where I invite everyone, regardless whether they are Muslims or non-Muslims, to come onto my platform and have a discussion about religion. But this particular episode today is a special episode that I've just started today, which is about non-Muslims coming on stage and challenging me with their question about Islam. So I don't know why there aren't any other non-Muslims um, who don't want to come on stage, because I'm giving them the opportunity to come on stage and ask their magic bullet question. What's the fear? What's holding you back? I'm not going to bite you. Okay. I'm not going to reach out across the screen and strangle you for your question. I really don't get it. I mean, I'm not going to you know I can't reach out to you and cut your head off, especially. I don't think that's even possible physically. All right. So I welcome any non-Muslim to come on stage and ask your question, to challenge me about Islam. Right, there's 1 hour and 11 minutes, so there's about 19 minutes left. Yeah, the clock is ticking because there's only 19 minutes left before I close the stream. I declare the stream to be a close, and that we can continue this tomorrow. All right. So I'm still waiting. There's 16 viewers right now. There's a lot of viewers right now. I'm not sure whether the viewers are majority Muslim or non-Muslim. I'm not really sure. Oh, the numbers just spiked up to 18. Wow. Okay. But why are the non-Muslims not coming on the platform? I don't get it, because the link is right up there in the chat. You can just click on the link. You can pretty much join this live stream without logging in, and yeah, ask your question about Islam and challenge me with that question about Islam, because you need to come up here and challenge me about Islam with your question. Okay, I'm still waiting. All right, there's 18 minutes left. Okay, Okay, 18 minutes left. Okay, so yeah, anyone can come here and ask their question about Islam. You're given one question, non-Muslims, and 5 minutes, and yeah, I will answer your question, right? Inshallah, right? So that's the whole point of this show. Like I said, the whole point of this live stream is for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam. Please do hop on. I'm still waiting. Okay, what's stopping you from coming on stage? I don't get it, right? Okay, I'm actually chilling right now in my room while waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage. There's about 17 minutes left. Okay, there's about 17 minutes left. Brother Palestinian Stars asked, MENJ, are you monetized? Yes, I'm monetized. I'm not sure how relevant that question is to our predicament right now, but yes, I'm monetized. Right? But anyway, I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam. Okay, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting three. I'm still waiting two. I'm still waiting one. But there's nobody coming on stage except for Tom earlier from Australia. He came on stage and he asked his question, and I accommodated him. Right. So yeah, I mean everyone could see how I answered his question. So what's stopping you from coming on stage and asking your question about Islam? So please do come on stage and ask your question about Islam. So there's about 16 minutes left. Okay, 16 minutes left. Okay, so I'm still waiting. But there's nobody coming on. There's 18 viewers online. MashaAllah, that's very beautiful. It's a beautiful number, 18, right? But nobody's willing to come on stage. I'm not sure why. And Muslims, I'm sorry, brothers and sisters. This stream is meant for non-Muslims. I hope you understand. All right. So I think there are some Muslims here. Walaikum salam warahmatullah. This particular live stream is meant for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me about Islam. You are given 5 minutes to ask your question, and I will answer your question. All right. And please keep the question to topic, which is basically about Islam. Don't ask geopolitical questions. Don't ask personal questions. Don't ask money questions. Okay. Please don't ask questions on how to get rich. I can't answer that question anyway. All right. So that was supposed to be a joke. Okay. So I'm still waiting for people to come online. Okay. I'm still waiting people for most non-Muslims especially to come online and ask your question and challenge me about Islam. All right. So you have about 15 minutes left before I close the stream. Okay. Before I close, I declare the stream to be closed. Okay. And once I declare the stream to be closed, you will have to wait for another 24 hours before I open the stream again. All right. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Okay. I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage, to come to StreamYard. The link is at the top of the chat. And all you need to do is just click on the link and you will be taken to this platform and you can ask your question to challenge me about Islam. Okay. Please don't simply comment in the comment section. You are actually given the freedom today, this opportunity to ask your question directly to me about Islam. Okay. I'm not going to answer any particular question from the chat because this is what the stream is for. Why would I want to answer any question from the chat when I'm allowing non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam? Because if I were to start answering questions from the chat, then there's absolutely no point for me to have this live stream. Okay. And this live stream will not be called challenge me, it'll be called Q&A session. Okay. And the purpose will be totally be lost. Okay. So I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me about Islam with your silver magic bullet question. Okay, you're allowed one question within 5 minutes, and I will answer the question to the best of my ability. So right now, yeah, you have 13 minutes left. Okay, the time is ticking for non-Muslims non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me about Islam. Okay. Okay. Sorry about that. My throat was getting dry, so I had to take a swig at my cola. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry for the cough too. Okay. Had to clear my throat because I was talking for the past 1 hour and 18 minutes, but no one wants to come on my stream. All right. I have no idea why no non-Muslim has come on my stream to challenge me with their question about Islam. All right. Oh, I got a super chat. Okay. Walaikum salam warahmatullah. Thank you, brother, for the super chat. But as I said, this live stream, this particular session is for non-Muslims to come on stage to ask their question to me about Islam. Okay, one question, 5 minutes. Okay, it's that simple, all right? And for today, maybe even for tomorrow, I'm not sure, but I think for today, you are allowed to not use your camera. You can switch off your camera. All you need to do is just to come on stage and ask your question, your single question to me, to challenge me, all right, to challenge me about Islam. All right, please stick to the topic. Don't ask any geopolitical questions, don't ask personal questions, don't ask questions on how to get rich. Okay, these are questions which topics which are unrelated to the program that we are having right now, which is basically to challenge me about Islam. Okay, come on stage, ask me your question about Islam, and I'll answer it, inshallah. You're given 5 minutes to ask your question, and I will answer your question which you think challenges Islam, okay, which challenges me. Okay, I'm most welcome, I'm most open to anyone, to any non-Muslim, to come on stage, and challenge me about Islam. Go ahead, please do come here and ask your question. Right, you're given the opportunity to ask one question. Due to time limitations, please be fair to the person who's being queued up behind you. So just ask one question, 5 minutes, and I will answer to the best of my ability. All right. So the idea is to ask your question to challenge me about Islam. Okay. So there's about 10 minutes left. 10 minutes left. Okay. I'm still waiting for someone, a non-Muslim, to come on stage and challenge me about Islam. All right. Please ask your question and challenge me about Islam. I'm still waiting. All right. There's about 10 minutes left before I declare this session to a close. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. My throat got stuck and I had to clear my throat. Okay. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Oh, it looks like I've been talking for the past 1 hour and 20 minutes. Okay. I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage. You can use the link in the comment section and ask your question to challenge me about Islam. Okay. I don't know why non-Muslims are not willing to come on stage. Earlier on, we had someone from Australia by the name of Tom. He was brave enough to come on stage. I thank him for his civility to to ask his question about Islam. And I'm still waiting for non-Muslims to come on stage and ask their question about Islam. Okay, you can challenge me with your question about Islam. Okay, so there's about 9 minutes left. 9 minutes left. Okay, 9 minutes left before I declare the stream to a close. All right. I'm still waiting for a non-Muslim to come on stage and challenge me about Islam. Okay, I don't know why there are a lot of non-Muslims in the chat who are being polemical and asking a lot of questions in the chat, but they are not willing to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam. So, what is the point of me doing this live stream then if no one wants to come on stage? I don't get it, right? But hey, I'm still willing to wait for the next 8 minutes. For the next 8 minutes, all right? So we have 8 minutes left before I declare the stream to be closed. Okay, so I'm still waiting for someone to come on stage and challenge me about Islam. Okay, challenge me about Islam. Right. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Okay. I mean, it's all right that if nobody wants to come on stream now, because I understand this is the pretty much our very first episode. So I guess news of this live stream will spread, and perhaps tomorrow we will have no more non-Muslims coming on stage. All right, but I think there are some non-Muslims here because there are 14 viewers right now. I don't think those 14 viewers are all Muslims. I'm pretty sure there are many non-Muslims watching this live stream as well. So I'm wondering what's holding them back and from coming on stage and ask the question and asking the question to challenge me about Islam, right? I'm still waiting for someone to come on stage and challenge me, all right? Challenge me with your question about Islam. Okay, I'm still waiting, all right? I'm still waiting, all right? I'm giving you the opportunity to come on stage and ask your question about Islam. 5 minutes, one question, okay? Because you need to respect the next person who's going to ask their question, right? It's not because I'm not willing to entertain more questions from you. It's just that I need to ensure that there's some decorum and that everyone has equal opportunity to ask their question to challenge me about Islam, right? So I'm still waiting. There's about 6 minutes left. There's 6 minutes left, all right? 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left to come on stage and ask your question about Islam and challenge me with your question about Islam. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting one. I'm still waiting two. I'm still waiting three. Okay. So there's about 6 minutes left. 6 minutes left, right? So yeah, I think there are a lot of comments in the comment section. I'm very happy to see that there are a lot of Muslims here watching right now. But yeah, I'm sorry, brothers and sisters, because this program is meant, or this live stream is meant for non-Muslims to come on stage to challenge me with their question about Islam. So please give our non-Muslim friends the opportunity to come on stage and ask their question about Islam. Okay, please come on stage. Please don't badmouth me, because I'm giving you the opportunity to come on stage to ask your question about Islam. What are you afraid of? Okay, if you are taking pot shots at me, I think you're not understanding the whole purpose of this live stream. Okay, I don't think you understand or care enough about religion, because I'm giving you the opportunity to come live on this live stream, okay, on this platform, to ask your question about Islam and challenge me with your question about Islam. All right, it's really that simple. I mean, if you want to make excuses for not being able to come on the stream, well, that's your problem. But I would like those who are willing, non-Muslims who are willing, who are sincere, who are honest about the truth, and want to have some sort of answer to their prevailing question about Islam. Please come on stage. Please come on stage and ask your question about Islam. Okay, you can come on stage to ask your question about Islam. There's about 4 minutes left, by the way. There's 4 minutes left. So I'm still waiting for anyone to come on stage and ask their question about Islam. Non-Muslims only, please. Let's allow our non-Muslim friends to come on stage to ask their question about Islam. Okay, and let's keep the whole tone of this Q&A between myself and whoever my opponent may be, to be respectful and with proper decorum. Okay, so I don't want to be offensive or rude to my guests who comes on my live stream to challenge me with their question about Islam. Okay, you are most welcome to come on stage and ask me your question about Islam and challenge me with your question about Islam. The link is in the chat above, is pinned. All you need to do is just click on the link and come on stage and ask me your question about Islam to challenge me with your question about Islam. It's really that simple. I don't see how it could be that difficult. Okay, I really don't see how is that difficult to do. Okay, I'm giving a lot of leeway here for non-Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with their questions about Islam. It's really that simple, right? So I'm still waiting. There's about 3 minutes left. Okay, there's 3 minutes left before I declare the stream to a close. All right. Earlier on, we have Tom from Australia who came on the stream. He was very respectful and I reciprocated in kind. Okay. So please do come on stage. Please do come on stage and ask your question about Islam. Ask your question about Islam to challenge me with your question about Islam. Yeah, 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Okay. 2 minutes left for non Muslims to come on stage and challenge me with their question about Islam. One question, 5 minutes. All right. Please be respectful and I will allow you to ask your question about Islam. All right. Please stick to Islam. Please don't talk about geopolitics. Please don't talk about personal issues. Please don't talk about how your dog has chewed your homework and that you are unable to give your homework to your teacher. Okay. Those are issues which are unrelated to Islam. All right. Please stick to the topic. Please ask your questions about your one single question about Islam and challenge me with your question about Islam. Okay, there's about about 1 minute left. Okay, 1 minute left. I think yes, 1 minute left before I declare the stream to a close. I'm still waiting for someone to come on stream, to come on this live stream. Non-Muslims, please give our the chance, brothers and sisters in Islam. Please give the chance to our non-Muslim friends to come on stage and ask their question about Islam and challenge me with their question about Islam. I'm still waiting. There's about 1 minute left. 1 minute left. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. I'm still waiting. There's about 18 viewers right now. I'm pretty sure there are non-Muslims watching this. I don't know what's holding you back. You have 40 seconds left. Okay, I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. My throat is getting dry. Yeah, you have about 10 seconds left. I think it's coming to a close, folks. It's coming to a close. No one is willing to come on stage. So 59. Yep, I think 1 hour and 30 minutes have been reached, and no one else has come on stage to ask their question about Islam and to challenge me with their question about Islam. I'm not sure what to do right now. Should I close the stream? Because there's about 17 viewers right now. MashaAllah. Thank you very much, 17 viewers, for coming onto this live stream. But I'm afraid no one else has come onto my live stream to ask their question about Islam and challenge me. All right. I have no idea why no one else is willing. Tom from Australia was willing to come on stage, but no one else was willing. I guess we can wrap this up. Okay, so 19 people are watching this live stream right now. So anyway, I'm just going to wrap this up. I guess there's no point waiting any longer because I think some non-Muslims are just for some reason or another, I'm not sure why, they just prefer to just leave their comments in the chat, but they're not willing to come on stage to challenge me with their question about Islam. All I'm asking is just come on stage, ask me your one question about Islam. Okay, you're given 5 minutes, and I will answer that question. That's it. I mean, how difficult could that be? But since no one else is coming online, I guess I will have to declare this to a close. Anyway, thank you, brothers and sisters in Islam. Thank you, non-Muslim friends, for coming onto this live stream. All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining me in this very first session of Challenge Me, where a non-Muslim can come on stage, ask their magic bullet question about Islam to challenge me about their quest about Islam. Okay, to challenge me with their question about Islam. All right. So I guess no one else is coming in. So I guess I have to declare this to a close. Thank you very much. I will end the stream now. I hope to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will continue this session at around the same time, inshallah. Okay, God willing. That means God willing, by the way. So I hope to see you tomorrow at around the same time. I'm going to do this for a week to see how this goes. If this program goes very well, then I will continue it at a regular interval. I'm not sure yet how regular would that be, but this week will be dominated by this series, Challenge Me. All right. So this series is a series where non-Muslims come on live on my platform, ask their one question. They are given the chance to ask one question about Islam within 5 minutes, and I will answer the question which they think challenges me and challenges Islam. All right. So thank you very much for joining this live stream. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Um, Inshallah, I'll see you again. And yeah, please do not forget to like this video. Please do tell everyone about this series, because tomorrow I'll be online again at around the same time with the same format, where non-Muslims can come on stage, ask their one question about Islam within 5 minutes, and I will answer their question to challenge me about Islam. It's really that simple, right? There's no catch, there's no catch, there's no problems with that. I don't see why that should be an issue. But anyway, thank you very much for joining. I think I've babbled for too long. I hope to see you again tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.